What's going on, y'all? This your boy 1080G. This is the Unfocused and Focused Podcast. We are back once again. Got the boy Tastro in the building.
What up, y'all?
Man, how does it feel to be back?
I'm glad that we're back doing what we do. As far as this is concerned, I'm looking forward to the new elements, the new aesthetics. Everything we got going on. It's a new energy in regards to us doing it, what we're doing it now compared to what we were before. So I'm looking forward.
This is definitely more the look that I was going for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we just work with whatever we had. You know, it's people trying to do podcasts, and I feel like that's a big thing that's holding them back. You know, they like, we gotta have this, we gotta have that.
Right.
You know, we was just doing the podcast in the slums. You know,
exactly.
Just rubbed a couple of sticks together,
you know what I'm saying?
and started making heat.
Right.
You know, but now we here. You know, we done upgraded, and we still got some ways to go. This ain't it. We ain't the Joe Button podcast.
But life is all about progression, though.
Exactly.
And I feel like we are progressing in regards to what we have going on as of now. So we can never discredit ourselves in that regard. Bringing new energy, new elements to it, that reinforces and helps it even more. So that's why I'm more excited than anything. Because I feel more so when we first started, it was really just us that we're trying to make this thing happen. Now we have other individuals that are on the same mission as us, and that's what makes it more exciting for me.
We got Bars.
Salute.
She on the camera. She got She's on the cameras. And it's plural. We got multiple cameras and Bars. I don't know how she doing it. She's sliding around.
Let me say this. From the beginning of meeting Bars, I've been intrigued. I was like, yo, she's fucking lit.
Yeah, Bars is hardcore.
She's lit. I love her.
She's dropping bars. Bars dropping bars in the background.
It's like she came out of nowhere for me because it was my first time meeting her when I had met her. But I was like, yo, okay, I really fuck with her. So I'm glad that she's a part of the team to help us really get this shit going to a whole nother level, whole nother plateau. I'm excited about that.
Salute to Bars.
Salute to Bars, yo. Salute. Word up.
Yeah. So
pleasure to be here. By the way, y'all know what kind of
yeah, y'all gonna hear that voice. Y'all gonna be hearing that voice a lot.
Yeah, get used to that.
Yeah, get used to that voice. Yes.
So I also want to introduce. We got my man Tyson in the building.
Yo, what's going on?
Yes, sir. Say what up to the people. Tell them why you here, man. We ain't got you here for no reason.
Y'all got me here for a special reason. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm here just to tell my story. Not only that, just to jump in on the conversation of what the whole podcast is about today.
True,
so I'm excited. The energy is good people. So
yeah.
I'm ready.
So speaking of the topic, we kind of revamped. We were doing what a lot of other podcasts were doing, and just talking about the trending topics,
current events and shit.
Yeah, current events, and that's cool. That's a conversation that maybe needs to be had at certain points. We talking about Chris Rock getting slapped, and I think Chris Rock was wrong. No, Will Smith was wrong. How many times have we had that conversation? How many times you had that conversation?
There's so much more to talk about. Man.
So much more to talk about.
Yo. I'm tired of hearing about that shit, yo. Niggas get slapped every day, yo.
Every day. Somebody
let's be real. Dude, come on, man.
It was just televised, man, and it was put all over Instagram
every single day.
I mean, some people deserve it too, but hey,
it happens every day.
Absolutely, and it's not the most heinous crime.
Exactly.
Oscars history or in Academy or any it's not the most heinous crime. I don't know if y'all know about the history of that, but it's definitely not the most heinous crime. Back to Clint Eastwood mocking a Native American actor, John Wayne.
Oh,
damn! Who I heard was the biggest racist.
On stage during an award show and pull a Native American off the award show. Doing it live taping.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Y'all know I'm a history buff, but
wow. But I always heard that John Wayne was a racist and shit. So
but if they had social media back then.
Yeah, we would have seen a lot more slaps and all type
a whole
of
bunch
crazy.
of man. I think it was probably worse back then than it is now. It's watered down now. The shit that be happening now. But they've been slapping motherfuckers, man. So it's like I can't, you know. Let's not even go down that rabbit hole, man. Let's not do it.
We almost got trapped again.
Exactly. Let's not go down that rabbit hole, man.
So we decided to narrow things down and stick to our guns. You know, I'm a health and wellness guy. Tastro's a health and wellness guy. I'm huge on entrepreneurship. Tastro has created some entrepreneurship within his lifestyle. So yeah, it makes sense. I could talk about how to start a business and how to grow a business all day. Trump and politics and slaps, you know, I'm not a slapper. I really don't know who was wrong in that situation, you know. But health and wellness, that's me all day. So that's the new vibe, health and wellness, entrepreneurship, and we just gonna roll with it like that.
And yeah, I feel like it's at this day and time, this is super important, like, because a lot of us come from conditions that were unhealthy. There wasn't health and wellness incorporated, you know what I'm saying? And we're talking about mental health as well. Like, people don't understand how all this plays a factor into how you are able to maneuver on a regular day basis. If your mental is not up to par, if your physical is not up to par, you're not going to be able to function and withstand all the bullshit and opposition that comes on out here. There's a lot of things you got to adjust to out here on a day-to-day basis. You see what I'm saying? So being top-notch in regards to your health and your wellness as far as your mental state and your physical state and your spiritual state at the same time is super important. So I feel like we got something. We got something with this one, G.
Yeah, for sure. I think we hit it on the head. And my man Tyson, he actually he falls right in line with that, because with health and wellness, your presentation is important,
right?
You know, it's like when you look good, you feel good, you know. So how much is presentation, how much is it important to you? How important is it for you?
It's super important, because you only can go by initially what you see with a person. Like if you see a person that comes in the door looking a mess, clothes unkept,
toe up from the floor.
Yeah, your impression. Oh, that's a dirty motherfucker right there. They don't they don't care what they look like. They don't care about themselves. You're gonna automatically assume they don't care about themselves. But if you come in there the opposite way, clean, well groomed, whatever the case may be, you can tell that individual cares about their appearance and their well being. You can just tell from the appearance. And granted, you know, looks can be deceiving, because, you know, you can care about your appearance but still have some, you know, stuff going on in the inside or whatever the case may be. Yeah. But initially meeting someone, when you see that person, you can kind of tell and gauge how they feel about themselves.
Yeah, true. I think about it because I'm always networking and people's faces nonstop. You know, it's like people talk about your face card. Right. You know, your face card. If you had to take a picture, like an ID picture for your face card, what are you gonna wear? You know, you're gonna have crust in your eyes. You're gonna have stains on your shirt.
Shit in the corner of your mouth. And
yeah, exactly. That's your face card. Yeah. You know, when people first meet you, you walking up to them, they sizing you up. They looking at what kind of shoe. I mean, especially in Atlanta. You don't have to have the most expensive shoes.
They're looking down at your shoes as soon as you walk up on them. As soon, especially the women, as soon as you walk up to a woman here in Atlanta, they're looking at your shoes. But I think that's everywhere, though.
2 reasons for that, okay? 2 reasons for that. One reason why a woman might check your shoes is because they're biased. Like, okay, I'm not dating a nigga. I know Yeezy on or some Batons on. But another reason could be dating purposes. You know, when you dating somebody, why would you want to date somebody who don't care about their appearance?
True.
Yeah.
Why would you want to date somebody that come out the house like that? I could see if he had a uniform. My dad always said, hey, man with a uniform, that man got a job. You see what I'm saying? He that's different. Like me, I'm not rolling up to nobody with my 9 slips on.
So you never dated a guy that's like sagged his pants?
I did. Back when and when we had kids, and I left them before my son was 1. You see what I'm saying? That's a fun situation. That's not nobody that you want to raise your kids with and commit to a future with, you know? So if he would have had a moment where, okay, I'm going to it's okay to sag your pants and be you and whatever at home, but when you're going out in public, I'm saying, like, if you want to sag your pants, I have no reason, no, you know, I don't understand why, but as long as you know how to step out, it's fine. Pull your pants up, put a belt on, wear a jacket, accessorize, like, you know, it's other ways, like, why we still, no, not at all. I mean, that's not, I have dated a man who sags his pants, but if you ask me now if I'm a dating man who sags his pants, nah.
You like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Step your game up, sonny.
Yeah, I guess women, they go through that phase. Apparently, I've spoke to several women where they date the bad guys. He's got the leather jackets, like the.
That man said the leather jackets.
No, today it's the Gucci belt.
Bruh.
Nah, that's like some
TV
TV
How
type.
old are you, man? Jeez. This man said the leather jacket.
Like the.
Damn, what?
Like the fonts. You remember the fonts?
Yeah. My goodness.
But nah, yeah, I guess women go through that phase.
Yeah.
And apparently women like the guys that sag the pants at some point. You know, I don't get it. You know, I guess when I was younger, maybe I sagged a little bit, but the sagging is getting out of control. Like, I might have sagged like a little bit.
It's fucking out of hand, dog. Like, the stuff that I'm seeing now, like,
I've seen like video from people in the club, and this dude had his pants like around his knees.
Why?
In the middle of the club, it was packed. It was like shoulder to shoulder.
I'm gonna tell you why he's a creep.
Nah, that's what it looked like.
Creeping in there.
Yo, did y'all see that clip of my man's that was performing and his pants was sagging? He just like fell off the stage.
Damn.
But serves him right.
Kind of big dude, and his pants was like, bro. And I remember like growing up, my grandma always telling me, "Pull your pants up, pull your pants up." I understand what she was saying now, yo, because the sagging has gotten out of hand, bro. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
It's like I feel as if you're trying to present or show how, I guess, tough you are with your pants sagging like they do. But it's
like you don't care, like you're a rebel.
But it's like, do people really know like the origin of that? Like, I don't think they really understand the origin either. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's gotten out of hand where I don't think they really understand like what they're doing when they're sagging them. And I mean, we all sag our pants to some degree. You know what I mean? I don't think no one really wears their pants, you know, up or nothing to that effect. But I mean, just what I've seen over the years, it's just gotten out of hand, man. And it's like, yo, like, no one's taking you serious. If you gotta run or do anything, you can't run because your pants are just like you're trying to keep your pants up. And then my thing is too, you got a lot of cats that are wearing like skinny jeans, nut huggers, but they still want to sag their pants. It's like, bruh, you can't do both. You can't do both. You can't. Pull your shits up. Pull them shits up, man.
Yeah, that is confusing. The tight pants, but they sagging.
Yes. Fashion.
Yeah, so Tyson, tell me, is that part of your fashion? Is that part of your swag?
My fashion swag.
Yeah. Do you sag your pants? Is that a thing for you?
I mean, it's not my like style choice of sagging the pants. Like, no judgment to people who do it, but
you don't judge them at all.
I mean, no. I mean, what's
so
the
if
point?
they got the pants down to their
I mean,
knees,
I'm gonna look and be like, you know, what's the purpose of it? But
you don't judge. I can respect that.
I don't get it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's like, sag for what?
Yeah.
I mean, like you were saying, like if you need to run or do something,
you can't do it.
You can't do it.
Yeah, and these days it's always something crazy popping off. Like, you really gotta like Tastro always say, stay alert, stay alive.
Yeah,
so
real.
if you get jammed up and your pants is around your knees and you got slides on and a wife beater, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's over.
Yeah,
I mean, or just wear some shorts if you want to sag your pants. Then they're not really considered like pants if you sag them. What's the point?
And then the scary part of that is they'll have these jeans that I guess they're too tight to even pull them up, you know, so they just leave them like right there around like halfway up their thigh. I'm just like, yo, you said not to judge them, but some of these men, they don't seem like upstanding citizens, you know. And I'm just thinking, like, if something happens and they get jammed up, maybe they go to jail. Like, is that how you want to walk into the jail? Yeah. You know, I've personally experienced a situation where I'm like, damn, I wish I knew jail was this cold. I would have wore a sweater or something. Like, yeah, I can't imagine going in there with some tight pants that you can't even pull up. Mm-hmm. Your ass is just exposed,
looking crazy.
It's wild, man. I don't understand it either.
I mean, I don't understand it either. But then again, it's like, I know someone like said, when you go out in the public, like, look presentable, right? But what is it like? Why should you care what someone's thinking about you? Like, I get what you're saying, like, go out, like, you don't want to get caught up in the wrong thing, but yeah, it's like, why, if somebody wants to do that, why can't they? You know?
And
it's like,
certain lifestyles.
Yeah, certain lifestyles, but it's like.
And sir, hello, sir. Who are you? Who are you?
So we got carried away.
What makes you so, like,
neutral in the situation?
In this conversation, why don't you judge the next person for sagging their?
Because I'm judging, yo. I'm judging.
I mean, I feel like
so Tyson, you don't judge, and I can really respect that. Mm-hmm. But you're a fashion guy, man. Yeah. Tell the people about what you got going on and why you know about fashion and how you're supposed to really do this thing.
For sure. So to start off, my name is Tyson Reese. I am a graduate from the illustrious Clarkland University. I major in fashion design and merchandising.
Nice. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Man, I appreciate it.
Did you do it in 4 years, 5?
I did all 4 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh,
that's amazing.
4 years.
Killed them.
That's amazing.
It was a long 4 years, but I did it.
You saved some money too.
So I gotta ask because it's so uncommon to hear individuals graduating within a 4-year time span. Yeah. A lot of people I know graduate within 5, 6, even 7 years. So what was it that you did as far as execution that allowed you to graduate within a 4-year time span? Please tell the
secret, because I didn't know. Yeah. I took 6 years.
Yeah, I was focused. Just staying on top of the things I had to do in school. Like, I had my fun, but at the end of the day, I knew that, I'm there for a reason. Right. It's like, it's no point in wasting money, so let's get to it.
Self-discipline.
So you did party, but you knew how to kind of balance things out.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So to any college students that might be watching, or parents that have college students as kids, my man Tyson is dropping some jewels, man. He got some tips.
Balance is key.
Keep y'all locked in, balance. So you can party. How often would you party? Because me, when I was in college, freshman year for sure. No, more so freshman year I was figuring it out. I assembled a crew. Mm-hmm. But once that crew got assembled, man, sophomore year, it was nothing but partying. Yeah. Like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every week, and yeah, that's why it took me 6 years. Yeah. So how did you do it in 4? Like, how did you balance the partying with the schoolwork?
So not to be misleading, like, I partied, but like I wasn't that crazy of a partier, right?
It kind of wasn't playing like beer pong.
No, like I didn't have, and again to add, like I didn't have the traditional college experience, where, where I'm going to parties doing like beer kegs, beer pong, and things of that nature.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I really just had like a core group of friends who I trusted, and like we did our own things. So it's not like we're going to seek out different parties and trying to like fit in with other people, right? Per se.
So y'all did y'all own thing. So yeah. What did y'all do since you were in the fashion? Were y'all doing like photo shoots or?
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of the people that I consider like close friends, like we were in the same classes, whether it was like art, presentation, fashion, merchandising, like knowing how to present your work, just different art classes. How I like brought my whole crew together, and that's how we pretty much met.
So I got a question. Let's backtrack for a second. What was it that got you into fashion in the first place? Like, what was it that intrigued you to say, like, you know what, I want to major in fashion design?
Fashion design. So it started from like a very, very young age. Okay. I want to say like maybe 6 or 7. I know, like when I was in elementary school, my mom used to dress me for a long, long time. So like as I went into middle school, she kind of let me do my own thing. So like, you know, I used to wear the Sperry's or like Abercrombie sweatpants, you know, trying to get new stuff because, you know, I really messed with that brand then. But to answer your question, how I got into it, I remember I used to watch this like fashion consignment TV show. I think it was, I can't think of the network that it was on, but I remember like they would do competitions of like making clothes and like seeing who the best sewer was or designer, and then at the end they get a prize. So I think that's how I was introduced into fashion. You know, I tried my own thing. Like whenever my brothers and I would be over my grandma's house, like she has like a whole computer room full of like fabrics and like sewing machine. So like I go in there like putting stuff together, just trying, just based off myself watching that TV show. So I mean, that's pretty much how
that's what's up.
I got into it.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. So I've actually done a few photo shoots with you, and your style is super. It's different from mine. I can't pull off the looks. Like even right now, like you look like a Calvin Klein model or something.
Appreciate it.
You know, but so with you being into fashion, what made you choose this particular outfit? Like this style that you're rocking right now.
Yeah.
What was the influence behind that? Because that's a very, like you say, like I said, you look like a Calvin Klein ad right now.
like I be on a billboard.
Yeah. Real clean cut, you know. But where do you get your influence from with the outfits you put out?
I'd say my uncle. Like I have an uncle who is from New York, who like for a long time I've been like inspired by him. He was a model. He's modeled for a couple companies like Banana Republic. So just seeing him and like looking up to him really like influenced my style today. Like again, it's very clean cut, you know, sleek, and the stuff that I do choose to wear and put on every day. But then again, like, you know, I like to pay attention to the culture and what's going on. So like I'll add pops of colors and, you know, just more edgy stuff. So it's not clean every day with the loafers, the blue jeans and white t-shirt. Yeah,
and you last time I saw you, you had blonde hair.
Yeah,
you had like a little mini fro or something, and it was blonde
fro.
Yeah, and then now I see you, and you got a different look every time I see you.
Yeah, I switch it up every now and then. I like rocking the low cut. So after I graduated, I knew like, you know, I'm getting into something new. It's a new part of my life. Let me grow it out. Let me dye it. But then a couple of weeks ago, I just decided to cut it off because, but I like like I said, I like rocking it low. But when I was in college, like I get haircuts like every 2 weeks. And I've been paying like $35 to the barber. And I'm like, this is getting a little crazy. Like I'm doing this on my own. I'm not getting an allowance every week. So let me just cut it off because it's easy to maintain.
Word. So I just want to make a, wait, hold on. I don't know if is it the wire over there?
You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. It was just getting a lot of feedback. That sounds good now. Sometimes the wires are real sensitive. I don't know if you was kind of moving like your leg at all, but that may not have been it. I'm not sure. So, so yeah, that's dope. That's dope that you could switch up your look and you know, I can switch up an outfit. I could change my shoes. I can't do the hair. You know, you got me with the hair. It's a wrap, you know, I just shave it.
A lot of people can't do it. I mean, they say that they can, but I think they could. But it's like a risk for a lot of people, I hear.
Dennis Rodman was like the only one I can see kind of pulling off multiple colors as far as the hair is concerned.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of more of a thing now. I know bars, didn't you say your sons got different styles? Like they got some color?
Absolutely. I just went up to shoot a commercial for a Boss Hair Salon in Duluth, Minnesota, Superior, Wisconsin, right next to Duluth, Minnesota. And my younger son, who's always doing crazy stuff with his hair, has purple hair now. He had the half and half, blue dreads on one side, red locks. Blue locks on one side, red locks on the other side. But
it's different now.
He combed it out for himself and came out with an afro. And then he wanted a color. So he's got purple, and my older son has like a honey blonde ombre going on.
Yeah, back in the day, that wasn't really a thing. It was just Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
And that's it, really.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah, Dennis Rodman and Cisco is the only ones. And now you go outside, especially in Atlanta, everybody's got these different hairstyles.
Yeah.
It's a new day.
Everybody got color in their hair for the most part.
Yeah.
So when we talk about presentation, what does that give off? You know, what type of energy are you trying to give off? You know, if your presentation is everything, when you put that blonde in your hair, like how you stepping out that day? You going to a business meeting or you going to a job interview? Is that a appropriate look? Is it universal? Can you move around in different spaces?
I would say in my personal presentation is it's professional, because I think in my entire look, you know, I'm gonna try to be as professional as I walk in a room as professional, right?
Yeah.
But to answer your question, like I would just like do it like monochromatic, like trying to match the colors, like with my blonde hair, like these earth tone colors. That's pretty much how I would like walk out the house rocking it today.
Okay, so if you go into a job interview, you just graduated, you know, you graduated 4 years, you did your thing, and you know, now you got this job interview, this big opportunity with, you know, whatever fashion, whatever clothing line you want to work with.
Yeah.
You know, you got the interview. You go in there. Do you go in there with the blonde hair, with the outfit like you had, or would you cut it like how you got it now?
Yeah.
Or like how?
Yeah, I mean, if I had the blonde hair at the time that I had to do the interview, I'm definitely most definitely walking into the interview with the hair.
Ooh.
Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's on top of my head. It's, you know, how I'm presenting myself and what, you know, how I'm speaking to you, and like how I'm trying to convince you to work for this company. So
see, and I guess it depends on what field you're in, because you going into fashion, that might be attractive to them. Like, oh man, he got some swag. He gonna have some cool ideas.
Yeah.
But me going into a marketing meeting with some CEOs, you know, that might be, you know, cutting me a check for one of my services. I guess the blonde could work there too. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think corporate America, they'll be real receptive of coloring your hair. You know what I'm saying?
I think maybe as an entrepreneur, you know, as an entrepreneur, you would have more control over your look. You know, they're more so looking at the work you do and your prices and all that. You know, but like you said, if you do go to a corporate job, 9 to 5, and you clocking in,
they're looking at like your representation of their company. As far as your look. So if you're looking crazy, or what they consider crazy as far as, you know, coloring your hair, whatever the case may be, that may not be their aesthetic. So they may more than likely not want to have you a part of their company. So it just really depends on, I guess, the field. Yeah,
that's a real factor. Yeah. I will say, my aunt, it's been a while ago, when I had my blonde hair, she was saying you should keep it for a while because it gives you like a certain, like, it gives character to you. And like once you get that job, like then cut it off. So like going into this conversation that we're having, a lot of people are just like in that mindset of like, you know, that corporate America, you gotta fit that role, that particular role that people want you to have.
Right.
But then again, like if you're trying to grow a business, like what's the point of like having everybody look the same?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, as an entrepreneur, you do have to take care of your presentation. You gotta look a certain way. You know, you never know when you're gonna bump into somebody that needs whatever you have. You know, your service or your product. And like for me, I like to go out comfortable. Maybe I had the Yeezy slides on and, you know, some gym shorts or something like that. But for the most part, I try to be mindful of it, because when I'm out, you know, I just never know who I'm gonna bump into. You know, when you work the 9 to 5, most times, you know, you only think like that when you're going to work, when you clock in. But as an entrepreneur, you know, you really got to have your swag up to par anytime you stepping out. You know,
absolutely. And I guess, like, what do you feel about as far as like tattoos are concerned? Because I remember at one point tattoos were kind of like taboo in regards to, depending on what jobs you were doing or what field you were in, they kind of like frowned on individuals that had a lot of tattoos. But now it's become real receptive.
Yeah, the tattoos, I think, it's a lot more receptive. Do you got any tattoos?
No, I don't have any.
Yeah, I got a few. I'm done with that. You know, from time to time, like, damn, do I want to get another tattoo?
Yeah.
But so many people.
Why would you say you're done with it?
Just cause it's become such a big thing, and I'm the type of
fad. It's like a trend now.
Yeah, I'm the type of person, when I see too many people doing something, it makes me not want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Let
just
me
like
hop up that train.
Like, speaking of fashion, you know, everybody's wearing the Jordans. You know, I was there at one point, you know, trying to fit in. You know, that's kind of something you do as a kid.
Yeah.
But you get older, you know, I'd rather stand out. You know, I don't want to wear the same sneakers as everybody.
Yeah.
Plus, we did that before too. You know what I'm saying? Like that. This is a reoccurring event as far as the retro Jordans and stuff coming out. They were actually coming out when we were coming up in the 90s. So it's nothing new for us. That's why you probably won't see me. I've had a few pairs, but I'm not really too fond of the J's like that. Like you said, everybody's wearing them, man.
Yeah. What about the Travis Scott Jordan, like fragment ones and retros? Like, would you say that's different from like the old school classic Jordans?
Yeah, see that I actually wouldn't mind getting a pair of ones. Like, the ones are getting like super dope these days.
Yeah.
You know, the color combinations, and they doing different materials on the checks, and I want a pair of those, but it's so many to choose from. I feel like you could probably still be a pretty unique with those, and they're not cheap, and not everybody's walking around with them ones. They kind of hard to find sometimes too.
Yeah, so I guess when it comes to ones, man, just like I'm thinking about ones in general. Like, I don't like how they feel. I haven't wore Forces in forever, like 15 years at least, because they don't feel like the way that they're made, and the comfort level that is not there. It's all about it's just a look, really.
They kind of mass produce those so much that it's like they don't have the time to think about
like
your
it's
comfort,
losing its quality, quality and everything. Yeah.
95.
Are you an Air Max guy? You see how I called it?
I'm a 95 dude. I'm a 95 cat, man. I love the Air Max 95s.
Well. Just speaking of these norms and social norms, and staying out of the social norms, Tyson, how do you stay out of the norms? How do you set yourself apart from everybody else? Designer? Like, what do you want to be known for?
Yeah.
That sets you apart from every other fashion, the Jordans and the Air Force Ones, of the industry.
Yeah, I mean, it may sound cliche, but just like truly being true to myself, like that. I feel like that's how people set themselves apart from like everybody else. You know, it's not bad to like get inspiration from people, because that's really what everything is. Right. You know, everyone wants to talk about, oh, I did it first, you know, trying to compete, but that's really not true. Yeah. You know, but what I want to be known for is just like, not only just building people's confidence. That's at the end of the day. It doesn't, I mean, even if you do follow social norms, that's fine. Own up to it. Like, be confident in wanting to do that. Yeah. But just building people up is really
okay. So yeah, confidence is important. How do you feel like you've gained your confidence? Like, if you had to rate your confidence from like 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
Right now I say, I mean, no one's confidence is ever like at 100, but I'd say it's pretty high now from like, you know, where I was like when I was younger. How I built it, just on a really just going through life, going through school, you know, family issues, being like knowing friends, meeting people, you know, just trying to evolve myself each and every day, and just being honest with yourself. That's how you build your confidence.
Well, you keep saying yourself.
Yeah.
And being confident in yourself and staying true to yourself is how you set yourself apart. So who are you? Who is Tyson Reese?
Tyson Reese is, you mean like, what do you mean by
fashion designer?
The fashion designer.
Because the type of fashion designer that you are, the reasons, every choice you make towards going towards that is who you are. So who is Tyson Reese? It could be, it's whatever you want it to be. Let's say you're on a red carpet and you dress to the nines.
Yeah.
Someone one's just like, who are you? Like, who are you wearing? And you like, I'm wearing myself. I'm wearing me. I'm true to me. So who are you?
Like when you ask that, do you mean like what do I stand for, or like
Yeah,
what?
that's kind of a broad question. I guess. Yeah, I guess we could maybe narrow it down a little bit more. Like, who would you want to be known for? Like when you know, when it's all said and done, what's your legacy gonna be about?
That's a good question. It's like a tough question on the spot, but I mean, I think I said it before, just like building people up, like being like a listener to people.
I got you.
You know, someone that's patient, someone that's like kind. That's what I would want to be known for. You know, somebody that introduces other people to like new shit. You know, just being that person that's like, damn, who is he? Let me get to know him a little more because he's cool. He's dope. Like it may be awkward. He may be awkward and like, you know, quirky and shit, but he has a cool aura about him.
How do you express that with your fashion design? How do people know that you're the person to come to get that from you, to get that? Oh, I can be myself. I can express to this person, and he'll take what I've expressed and turn it into a look for me.
I think people just get that based off like my energy when they speak to me. Like wouldn't say that it's like, yeah. I mean, when people speak to me, they know that they can come to me and ask for advice in regards to fashion and design.
So you kind of go with an organic approach.
Yeah, an organic approach.
It's not something that you're
it's nothing forced.
Soliciting, you know, like, hey, I can get your confidence up in 6 weeks.
Yeah, no, nothing like nothing like that.
This dude is crazy.
I got you. Nah, but confidence, you know, it's important. You know, you mentioned ways on how you built your confidence. I feel like for me, it's, you know, it was found in like failing. You know, it's like you do something a few times. The first time you fail, maybe you fail again the second time, and then the third time, you know you're gonna get it done the third time. It's like third time's a charm. I learned from all my mistakes, and I'm gonna make it happen this time. You know, but I guess you can even without the experience just have like a natural confidence. You know, but I guess I personally have that. You know, I've put myself in situations like they say, fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
You know, I can go into a room and stick my chest out and make it seem like I'm supposed to be there. I might be sweating like crazy under my clothes.
Nervous as hell.
Yeah, but you know, I'm a maneuver, and then eventually I will learn what I need to do to be efficient in that environment. You know, so the natural confidence is cool. You know, but for me, the experience helps with my confidence level. You know.
I got a question in regards to your fashion design. Like, do you, as far as I guess shopping for pieces and materials and things of that nature, like what's your process like as far as that's concerned?
Well, to make it clear, like I don't have like a fashion brand right now that I'm making. I just like graduated in fashion design and merchandising. But like what I specialize in, or like what I'm trying to do now that I've graduated, is storytelling and creative direction. So, you know, that person who comes up with what the marketing idea looks like for this collection that's about to drop. That's what I specialize in right now. Okay. You know, eventually I'll get to a point where I do take that leap and start in a fashion brand. Okay. But right at the moment right now, I don't.
Got you.
Like make my clothes and stuff like that.
I got you. So okay. So with that being said, where do you like to shop for your clothes as of now, as being that you're into fashion and such?
You look like a Forever 21 type of guy.
It's not one particular store. I really do shop around. So like whether it's thrift or Zara, I have been to Forever 21. Okay. You know, maybe it's like just a basic tee that I see that I may like, but I'm not buying like a drop that they did last week. I'm not that type of shopper.
Got you.
It may be the Gap. I do like the Gap. I shop at the Gap. Pieces. Yeah, I'm a pieces type of person.
I feel like if you walk into Gap,
put shit together.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Pieces. Like I'm not loyal to a brand.
Got you.
See, I feel like you're probably a lot better at fashion than me because I'm not trying to shop around and sometimes I'll do the pieces, but I'm
this
just like,
I find everything in one spot.
I need this outfit.
You got things to do.
Yeah, I got things to do.
Yeah,
so if I could get my whole outfit in H&M or Express, you know, I'm in and out, back to the crib.
Yeah. He's got you a man who knew what he was coming to get. He said, I'm leaving here with something.
The whole outfit. This man
the shoes too. One time I went to Express.
Yo, this man leaving with the whole outfit out of one spot. Boy, G, you hell, boy.
I mean, it better look good if you're leaving with the whole thing.
Jeez.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know. That's just me, you know. But like I said, you're a lot more into fashion, so I get it. You piece stuff together. You might not even wear something, you know, for a while. You probably get a piece and just put it to the side. Mm-hmm. Like me, I'm wearing it that same day, the whole joint.
Damn, son.
But nah, that's cool, man. So the next step for you is what now? I feel like you might have touched it, but what's the next step? You graduated. You said you're not currently like styling people or things like that, but could you see yourself getting into that, like going into the entrepreneur route?
Yeah, for sure. So like the next step for me, you know, I've been applying to like different jobs and different roles and stuff. You know, that's always slow after graduating. But I have been told by a lot of people to like do your own thing, like start your own thing. Like you're talented, you're a creative director. Creative director is very broad. You can like be a photographer, a stylist. It's a bunch of different things you can do being a creative director, you know, but it's me just finding what that one thing I want to start with. And I think it may just be like photography, you know, and building a presence and a name for people to see.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
You know,
yeah. Well, I take pride in the fact that I know you're gonna go off and do great things.
Yeah,
but
appreciate it. Thank you.
Just in the last few months, we've done some photo shoots. You was in front of the camera, behind the camera. You know, we've done some other little stuff, and you know, your talents are crazy. You know, that's why I couldn't wait to get you on. And you know,
I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I mean, allowing me to be on today and feature
and it's the first episode back. So you know, we got you like when Drink Champs and them, when they come back, they got Lil Wayne. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you're our Lil Wayne right now, bro.
The next Virgil is what people say.
The next Virgil. I love that.
Next Virgil.
Yeah, we got the next Virgil in the building right now, man. My boy Tyson.
Fashion is a major like pinnacle in regards to society as well. Mm-hmm. Like you can kind of tell the pace and the space that people are in during certain time spans, you know. So I feel like what you're getting into, what you're about to dive into, and what you're about to give us in the near future, man, it's gonna be something amazing.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Also, fashion has a lot to do with health and wellness when it comes to women.
Absolutely.
Like if you see a woman who takes care of herself, not only is she peacocking, meaning like, you know, she attracts a lot more men, but we feel better. And I'm speaking for the, you know, regulars at the nail shop and hair salon and things like that. We feel better. And I think what you do is organic and like how a woman feels. Like you ever see those like depression or let's see, depression medication commercials? When they set the stage, the woman hair all
messed up. It's like never fun.
You know, she like that's just like, oh, she's struggling. You could tell.
Yeah, giving you the sad story.
I think the anomaly is when you're a parent and you gotta express yourself through your kids. Like you gotta be like, okay, I care about them, so I'm gonna look shitty, but
oh damn, I never thought about that. Know? So like parents, parents is sending their kids out.
Yeah. And I look homeless, and I'm by myself because my kids they went to go get what they want, and people just looking at me, and then they see my kids like these her little brothers, even if they my little brothers, when people think, you know what I'm saying, they just like, oh okay, you know what I'm saying, she's taking care of them. I've had people actually pay my Christmas list or my grocery list because it's just like, oh yeah, man, I see you take care of your kids way better than you take care of yourself. Let me just take care
That's
of
real
it.
talk. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would you say they do that like based off a misconception of what they think about you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I be bent.
Yeah.
But at the same time, no. Because it's just like, myself.
Yeah.
But I would rather like pour into them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, that's fun too.
Yeah. And for me and a lot of parents, women, when my kids is straight, I'm just the straightest. Like you can't tell me nothing. I always say I'm dope, but my kid's gonna be a kilo doper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So my question is to you, as far as women are concerned, when y'all are walking past guys, is it true that y'all put a little more pep in y'all step because you're walking past a guy, or is that just a bad misconception?
I can't speak for nobody but me.
Okay.
My walk is mean. It don't matter where I'm going. You see what I'm saying? But back in the day when I used to hang with women, to manage women, you know, absolutely. You know what I mean? Absolutely. It's just like being a cheerleader or being a jock. When you put that uniform on, it transforms you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You become a whole different person.
Yeah.
You put that suit on. You know, it's people. I don't even want to get into that on this podcast, but
I know you got a good education, HBCU. What's some insight that you can give the people when it comes to fashion in relation to health and wellness? Like, what's the connection there? How can you enhance your health and wellness through fashion?
So going back to when you guys asked me what's next, I'll say that it's all about storytelling. That's like my next step, like storytelling and building people's stories, helping them, contributing to what they want to do. So, you know, bridging that together with fashion and mental health is, what is your story? Like, what is it that you're trying to do in this lifetime?
Got you.
You know,
so when it comes to fashion, how much does stepping out strong in one of your dopest outfits, how much impact does that have? How much does stepping out strong with one of your dopest outfits have an impact? I don't know if I said that right. How much does stepping out strong in one of your dopest outfits impact your mental health? You know, because mental health, that's a big thing in this country, you know, probably all over the world with all the crazy stuff that's going on. Yeah. How could something as simple as fashion help you to live a more positive life?
I mean, I've just throwing on anything, you know, regarding colors, different cuts of clothes, throwing that on and looking in the mirror can help a lot. You know, a lot of people don't realize that just going in the mirror and like talking to yourself can build that mental clarity that you need to go out into the world.
As long as you don't answer yourself, right? Is that what they say?
Yeah, as long as you don't like beat yourself, you know, to the point where like you're at ground zero again.
Yeah.
You know, but
nah, that makes sense, because I know it was a period of time where I used to wear a lot of black.
Yeah.
I used to wear a lot of darker colors, and when I started wearing more colors, I feel like my life became more positive. Like, you know, I was getting more opportunities. Yeah. You know, I embraced being outside and around people. You know, it was just, you know, kind of a depression type of thing, and, you know, life just not going where you want it, and you kind of want to hide and maybe get under that shell. Yeah. You know, so I see it with people. I see people out. I used to work with this girl, and I don't know if she listens to the podcast, but I identified that with her pretty quickly. I know some people, they wear black, you know, it's not a big deal, but I feel like personally, I could be wrong, for the most part, you know, that kind of shows the type of mood you in. You know, it kind of lets people know what's going on the inside. It did for me at least. You know,
I don't know. I think because, you know, I love wearing black, yo. You know what I'm saying? But for me, for the most part, it's a more incognito thing though. Like I feel like when it's night, I blend in with the night sky. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's never really I'm feeling depressed or nothing. I'm camouflaged when I got.
What are you doing at nighttime wearing all black? Trying to blend in with the night sky, man.
I'm just saying,
out living life, having fun.
I'm just saying, man, just going out and about, just blending in with the night sky.
I get that. You might find me wearing black every now and again, but for the most part, it's kind of a real thing. You could say it all day, like, oh, I don't care what people think about my outfit, but you wear all black.
Yeah.
In a urban city, at nighttime, you're not putting yourself in a really good position. If something goes down,
People are thinking something's about to happen.
Women gonna start clutching their purses.
So black Air Forces on.
You got the black Air Forces too.
I don't own any forces.
I'm going to the other side of the street. That guy's nothing but trouble.
Man, but back in the days, I did have a pair of black Air Forces though, for real. A couple of pairs of those.
You was stomping niggas out with them joints.
Man, I wasn't, man. I just had them.
Some unspeakable activities.
I just had some black Air Forces. They were dope for the time, but I just feel you're right though. Colors, like certain colors, definitely can show and display how you feel in regards to your mood and what you're going through. So
yeah,
I mean, they can definitely play a factor in regards to how you move and how you feel ultimately as a whole. I feel like you can kind of tell where someone's at in a mental space as far as what they wear, how they wear it. You can just tell in regards to the shoes, the hairstyles, all that different stuff combined. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the psychology of color is definitely a real thing. That's
right.
Something I had to actually do research and study in school.
Mm-hmm.
But again, colors, there's a bunch of different meanings that are attached to it. So again, like you said, you like wearing black at night, and that's fine. It may not necessarily mean you're in a depression state, but
exactly.
For some it may, for some, yeah. But it's just a misconception that people will have about you.
Misconception, exactly.
All black with the black Air Force Ones on.
Yo, never black Air Forces.
So we're gonna close this out. I got some really good wisdom for your fashion game today, and putting your best foot forward. When you go out into these streets, you gotta put your best foot forward. That's your face card. Please smile for your face card picture. You can't be mean mugging. You can't have crust in your eyes, and you can't have all black with the black Air Force Ones
at all.
You know what I'm saying? You could wear that outfit on another day, but if you think about your face card and how that works and how it could get you opportunities and get you into different circles, you got to put your best foot forward.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And like Tyson said, the colors you put on that might brighten your mood up. So tomorrow, whenever you hear this, if you in a bad mood, throw the brightest color on you got on in your closet.
The yellow, the mustard yellow.
Yeah,
throw it on.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Put the lime green on, man.
Cocaine
Stop playing.
white.
Cocaine white. That Chris White.
Exactly. And we just trying to do positive things and draw positive people around us, and we focus out here.
Be intentional behind what you do. That's how we can wrap it up. Just be intentional with everything that you do, whether it's fashion, you like your work life, your family life, friendship life. Just be intentional.
Absolutely.
Anything you got for the people, Tastro? You want to throw something else in there?
Man, y'all have already wrapped it up, man. That was beautiful. Be intentional, like he said. I couldn't have said it no better myself, for real. What about you, Bars?
All I want to say is from Calvin Klein to mass murderer sagging in the black forces with the all black.
Oh my God.
Be intentional. You know what I'm saying?
Be intentional.
You got to.
Do it like Tyson.
Yo.
Be like Taz over here. Make sure you rob a nigga.
Yo.
And that you steal the money. Make sure you make sure that you take the money and you don't get caught.
Because that's
what you want to do. I'm not, promoting that, but
y'all is wild.
Yeah. So we're gonna leave it at that, man. Stay focused, stay alert, stay alive, all that good stuff, man. We starting back up strong.
Yes.
You see the new vibes, man. You see the new feng shui. We lit right now. We got Bars here. We got Tastro. We got Tyson. And, of course, your boy 1080G. We're going to be back next time with another dope episode, new guests, new vibes. We out of here.
peace.